cool. But we're going to start with this one here by Space 150. This is a creative agency in Minneapolis, and they redo their landing page, I don't know, every quarter, every 6 months. It's always changing. Right now, the cursor is an eyeball. Here we go. That kind of follows you around. And it's got this gooey, kind of slimy text up front, which kind of moves and is eerie. And it's a little more readable down here. And then we have a monospace. And actually, some of the images are blocked. That might be my browser. Let's give it a shot. No? Okay, so their carousel images isn't exactly working, but I still like this. I like the little elements of style. This kind of slime effect works with the colors and what we were seeing before with the eye. It's just cool. These guys have great taste. In Minneapolis. I applied there. I didn't get in. Am I salty about it still to this day? No. 6 years later, I'm not mad. That's fine. Total opposite end of the spectrum here, we have Berkshire Hathaway. I think this is their... I thought this was a joke at first, but it's BerkshireHathaway.com. Omaha, like everything looks good. We got a message from Warren. Everything is just like straight up blue font, and there's just links to other places. It's not even like... I don't think it's mobile. I guess it still has some spacing preserved. Then we have a message from Geico. It's just like unapologetic 90s. It works. I want to get to this level where I can have a site like this. I love it. Here we have, this is like a cool landbook.com. They have a bunch of examples of really nice aesthetic designs if you're going for that. I picked this one out as a feature film. It says figure film, but same... I noticed a lot of things with these creatives is they like just making the text unpredictable. So it's super wide in one spot. It's squished in another. A lot of the cool subtitles I see with reels and things will mix fonts from a really serious one to something a little more goofy and hand drawing and creative. I think that works really well if you're trying to draw attention and underscore the idea that, like, hey, we got some style. We're not like everyone else. Next, we have Stripe. This was recommended by someone on Reddit. They just think all of Stripe's products are really well positioned in terms of landing pages. I like the headline. It says, "We built checkout so you don't have to." Pretty clear what it is just based off of that. It's going to help you check out, have a good payment experience. It's really short. It's really clean. There's actually not a call to action under here, which I'm surprised about. But there's one up here. Clean, simple. So it definitely feels more modern, right? But you do have the grid lines here in the background, this underscoring diagonal bar. It feels nice, kind of breaks out of the template. I like how this adjusts to your scroll position and it continues. Overall, it just makes it clear what it is. And I guess that's what you're really going for most landing pages. This is a doc landing page for YAML, which is a markup language, or actually it says YAML ain't markup language. It is a human-friendly data serialization language for all programming languages. Okay, chill out. It's markup. But the site is structured in what a YAML document would look like with the spaces, with indentation, and the dashes. I think that's clever. I like how they colored it. So I really like these examples where they break you out of the WordPress-y, Squarespace-y template frame of mind when you're building landing pages. You'll see that with mine later. But I'm a fan of this. Everyone's gonna be vibe coding websites, and they're all gonna feel like they're gonna have the same component libraries. They're gonna have the same template layouts, and it's nice to just have these as references so that even if you are prompting in a vibe coding online web situation, you can say, like, just give it something else to work with. Otherwise, it's going to stick with what it knows. This one, concept-wise, I love it. Slim your wallet. It says move the slider to compare wallets. that's their first call to action. It says slim your wallet and then move the slider. Now here we have a slider and the wallets change as you go. So immediately it's a little fun. I feel like I trust them more. This is definitely custom built. I like how the colors are complementary with the, I forget what colors it's called, but it's the complement to the orange here. Turquoise. Very clever, clean. So on the same level as Stripe, it's like a minimal but like well done corporate one. This is one I don't love. It's a little busy, I feel like, and it's very templatey. And that's probably just my bias. I'm just sick of the templates. When there's like one section here, there's probably in the middle a divider. It's just, a carousel. I don't know. My eyes just kind of glaze over it. It doesn't really engage me in the way that the other ones do. But someone else loved it. It works. Here we have MailChimp. Different font. I like this. It's a little more bubbly and fun, but also maybe a little like educational, or the ampersand just feels kind of like something someone in a grad school would do. Like a smart grad school English student. So this is still templatey, but it feels more like on brand, just based on the fonts and colors. Evernote just keeps hanging on. They've been around for a while. They say, what will you achieve today? It's about you. And then they're saying, you can do it all here. Get Evernote free. Great call to action. And then we have a bunch of use cases basically on how to use this. So they're like, we can do everything. And you're probably wondering, well, what does that even mean? And they're like, okay, here's what we mean. You can journal, task lists, meeting notes, etc. Then down here we have a little shout out about how they're still around and still shipping a lot apparently. I'm rooting for them. They've reinvented themselves a couple times and refused to die, and that's cool. It looks good now. It feels a little like MongoDB, but I like it still. Next we got Telegram. More whimsical. This is consumer side, right? I don't love this over here, the recent news. I think that kind of takes away from what you have in the center. But immediately they're trying to just download it, get you to download it, and it's a messaging app, and I guess they don't want you on the web, so they're like, just go here and download it on your phone. So I guess that makes sense. But down here is when they start playing around with like, what is Telegram? Funny animations, custom built. So for me, having something custom and showing that there was effort put into it matters a lot. So I can tell they got the duck theme and they're all doing fun things, and at least they tried a little bit on this. It wasn't just like off the shelf. So I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to show you mine now. Let's do it. compasscalendar.com. Here we go. Okay, sound on. So you saw a loading screen with some messaging, and now we see this sort of letter that says to Captain redacted. So it's kind of evoking mystery. What is this even? What do we do? Eyes only. It's kind of important, right? It says press any key to continue. So I'll do that now. I'll press space. Okay, so we had keys playing in the background. It's synced with how the lines show up. And it's, again, playing on this letter theme. The date and time is the current date and time that I'm looking at this site. So now I'm doubling down on the messaging of like, you're a captain and this is exclusive. It's for you. Now I'm introducing the name Compass Calendar. It's like, okay, I'm kind of getting to the point, and I'm listing out what it does, high level. Surface the important stuff, filter out the non-important stuff, simplify. So I'm hoping to kind of slowly draw you in. now I'm just being a little silly about like the actual takeaways: clarity, discipline, resilience. So this is a hint about how it's in closed beta right now, because it's not available to the full fleet. So I'm just seeding that idea. But then I'm saying, hey, it looks like you might qualify. You might be a chosen one. Prepping them for the next screen. And then the call to action is apply for clearance. And you click it, redirects to /waitlist. And then we have a form. It's really, 7 questions or so. And then once I look at the every form submission, and then I invite people that seem to be a good fit, and then they get an email, and then that starts the onboarding process. But that was just the landing page call to action to the join the waitlist. So I've gotten some good feedback on it. I've gotten some feedback about how it's kind of confusing if they don't have any idea what Compass Calendar is at first. They're like, why does it feel like I'm in a video game when I'm trying to just schedule a Google meeting? And that seems fair. So anyway, I'm trying something else different. This is very different. It's fun. It's whimsical. It was kind of difficult to make. So I like the combination of ambition, but also humor and fun. And we're targeting more of a technical user base initially, like software engineers and technologists. So I hope the kind of font choice, which was close to what Windows 95 was, and the way the terminal shows up just makes it feel a little nostalgic, or kind of says like, hey, we know you like this stuff because we're like this too. So I won't ramble on too much about this, but you've seen it. You can sign up for it for the waitlist, and that's live now. So this was landing pages. In this video over here, I did 404 pages. And if you like this video, give it a like and a subscribe, and then I can do a follow-up for onboarding flows. A lot of cool ones out there that are good to keep in your head as you're building. As always, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more of this, and I'll see you in the next one.